Alright guys, so we're back for round 2 with our Sweet Maze Zen deck. This is an interesting hand. I'm not actually sure what to do here. Because we need the green source so badly, I'm going to maul. And this hand is much, much better, so I'm glad we were able to do that. Another Temple of Enlightenment from our opponent. Alright, so we're going to start with the Azorius Guildgate. We'll then go Rakdos Guildgate, Forest Centaur Healer, or something like that probably. We could, okay, Cloudfin Raptor. This could very easily be Mono Blue Devotion. We could also want to play a straight up turn 5 Urban Evolution. So we could play Maze's End, then Rakdos Guildgate, then Forest. But that's like very slow in case we draw something. We may have wanted to play Rakdos Guildgate there in case we draw one of our black and X spells, but we did not, so. Looks like our opponent is activating Mutavault and just getting in for 2 here. No attacks, actually. He might have activated it a tad too late, I guess. So now we're going to play the Guildgate. Next turn, we're on the Healer plan. The turn after that, we're on the Urban Evolution plan. And theoretically, like, we can take over, maybe. I have no idea. At least we don't have any red in our deck, so there's no way for Master just to straight up beat us unless it makes infinite tokens. It's not going to just have protection. So I guess that's, a good sign. Let's see what he's doing here. Seems to be very methodical, taking a bit of time which he needs to play. So I'm really glad that comes out after, or before the Centaur Healer, so that it doesn't tap it down. He's going to simply attack for 1 here, I'd imagine. Alright, so we're going to get to play Maze's End and a Centaur Healer. We could have played Maze's End last turn and then Forest this turn, but I think it's more important to sustain the board and gain some life. Especially with Urban Evolution, we're possibly going to be able to get to play another gate. So that's super important as well. The next evolution will also help us play a few gates. Frostburn Weird. So yeah, just, the classic, just very classic mono blue deck. This one seems to be the Splash and White version, although they could just be playing Temples. I don't really know. So we're going to fire off another Urban Evolution. Let's see what happens. We want to draw a few gates and a kill spell or something. That's ideal so that he can't turn on Thassa if he draws it at any point. We also want to draw a kill spell for Master of Waves. Although that kill spell can't be for Rika's Cure unless we draw a black gate. Alright, so at least we drew another gate. Our 2 removal spells don't actually kill Master though, which is going to be an issue. I'm not actually sure how this matchup plays out. I haven't played a lot of it, although the Angers in our sideboard should be fairly good. They kill Cloudfin Raptor, they kill Judge's Familiar, they kill Nightville Spectre, they kill Tidebinder Mage, they kill all the Master tokens. They don't kill Frostburn Weird, unfortunately. But sometimes you can play yourself into a situation where they have to pump it on defense, and then you get them, or, something like that. So he's going to tie down our Centaur Healer here. At this point, we're just off to the races, I believe. So if we Urban Evolution here, so we can Evolution keeping up a Forest in order to be able to Forest Gatecreeper Vine. No, we probably should have kept up a Guildgate of some sort. I doubt it'll matter, but that was probably a misplay there, just in case we wanted a Heroes Reunion. So we're going to go land, vine, and then we're going to want a black land. A black-white land, maybe? Black-green land? No, we have a lot of green. We also have a lot of white. I'm going to go black-white land, and then we'll ship the turn back. A lot of War Leader's Helixes. So next turn we should be able to start Maze's Ending and War Leader's Helixing for like the next 3 turns, which would keep us in the game. At some point we'll also be able to play Gatekeepers, so... Alright. I said black-white, so a little Orzhov action. Play the land as my second land per turn. Ship it back. Right, so next turn we're going to be able to Helix his Tidebinder Mage that's tapping down our Centaur Healer, and then go get another land. So while we only have 5 gates, we're going to have 6 next turn. I mean, that really is our plan to win. We do have 3 Helixes in hand, so we could start trying to Helix him out. But I just don't think that's very effective. I think our game plan right now is the Maze's End game plan. So, right, so that's an issue. Because he's going to have 5 pips even after we kill a Tidebinder Mage. Meaning that we can't chump this turn because we're going to have to chump the Thassa next turn. Wow, okay. So we have to... It's kind of a must at this point. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The question is, can we afford 2 Maze's End, or do we have to either Cerulean Gatekeepers or Helix another Tidebinder Mage? We could have to Helix here. We could also make the Heroes Union Devour Flesh play. It's also possible. I think that actually helps us control the board better. So I'm going to Devour Flesh, because we still get to make a land drop, even though it is a Maze's End. It does speed up our clock, actually, so it's totally fine with me. You can also get into, like, if they have Jaces and stuff, you can also get into sometimes board states where their Thassa is their only creature. And those are pretty cool board states to be in. Alright, so we're going to gain 7 life here. We're going to pass the turn. I actually forgot to play the Maze's End, even after talking about it and how good it was going to be. I mean, we're still probably going to have to double 4-drop next turn. So next turn will be the turn we play the Maze's End, I guess. This Nykthos seems scary. It elevates him to 6 mana. It's going to quickly turn on everything that was not previously open in his hand, which seems to be a Master of Waves. And, yep. So we're going to need to draw the removal spell or die. We may have 1 turn or something. I have no idea. Alright, so we're obviously going to just block the Frostburn Weird. And then draw Gate Provine and die. So, let's see. So he's going to make Thassa indestructible. No, he can just make everything. Oh yeah, he can make enough things unblockable to win the game. Do I have an extra turn to draw Merciless Eviction? Well, that's in the sideboard, isn't it? Alright, so I have no way to remove this board. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, so if I play the Maze's End there, it really doesn't actually make a difference. Alright, so Heroes Reunions are coming out. Angers are coming in. Gatekeepers are coming out, I guess. Evictions are coming in for 2 Centaur Healers. They get tapped down way too easily. Do I bring in Duresses? What's Duress for? Yeah, probably not. Actually, just probably keep in the Centaur healers. Yeah, they seem fine. Or is Riot Control better? No, I think Centaur healer is better. That's fine. Alright, this looks like a fair sideboard plan. So we're of course going to elect to be on the play here. I have to mulligan this. Ew. Mulligan? This probably gives us our best chance at winning. I would assume going to 4. I guess we could have mulliganed to a 4 with like 3 lands and an Anger of the Gods. So we may have wanted to take that into account with 4 of them in the deck now. But I still think we have a fighting chance if we can get like a 3 or 4 for 1 going with the Anger. Which it usually is in these decks. Alright, so still in the game. Alive to draw a gate. No gate, then we're just going to die, but it's okay. Gargoyle Gate. That was actually a pretty good one that allows us to play Gate Creeper Vine, get a land, so we automatically play a 3rd land, and then Anger. Although he hasn't played any of his tiny creatures, so I don't actually know what's going on here. So he's playing the white-blue deck. That's quite obvious. Ooh, that's going to be really good at getting his Thassa, possibly, because we have so much removal for his creatures that we're just going to want to get his Thassa with that Merciless Eviction. So we need a red gate. Possibly, we have black and white, but we're going to need again. No, that's later. Possibly red-blue? No, red-black, I think. Freakaskir is making me think red-black. Alright, so maybe he'll play like a master, and then we'll get to anger all the stuff away. I have no idea. Seems to be a land-heavy, creature-light draw on his part. Jace. Well, hopefully he takes it up so our Dreadbore can take care of it. Nope. I don't want him to have Tension Sphere. I don't have a lot of instant spells. That doesn't bother me too much. Wow, MTGO has to fix this piling thing. I have no idea how to do this. I just click it once? Alright. I'll give him Biden End Dispel, I guess. He has no creatures. I'm not exactly sure what Biden's going to do. Although it does turn on the Thassa. And no, it doesn't actually, because we're just going to kill Jace. Alright, so sweet. Out of the gate, exactly what we wanted. I know it's of a good color, too. Well, I guess the Rakdos Guildgate was fine, because it also turns on Merciless Eviction. Yeah, so Dispel, don't stop that. What? So we're going to be able to get him good here with this Merciless Eviction. This is exactly how you have to fight back in these games. You have to just take a draw, like 5 or 4. It is a difference, because it's 1 extra card at that point. But really, you have to, like, if your 5 isn't going to give you a chance to win, you obviously have to go to 4. But I really just think our, you know, this gave us the best chance to win. Alright, so we're going to anger here, and he's actually going to sack 2 Judge's Familiars, is my guess. So it's going to be a 2-for-1, although we're not going to get his Cloudfin Raptor. And then next turn, if he plays more small creatures, we'll be able to anger them away, or we'll be able to Helix something, or if we draw an untapped land, we'll be able to Merciless Eviction something. So it's pretty good. I mean, we have, 3 Gate Creeper Vines, 4 Urban Evolutions to get us a land next turn, and like 22 lands left in the deck, so we're over 50% to draw land at every point in this game, or something that gets us a land. Yeah, so he's going to start by sacking that one. It's obviously the correct play. I'm just going to make him sack the next one too. What this really does is that it doesn't let him turn on Biden all of a sudden, which is really important because normally he would just be able to, even if he had just like kept one up, he would have been able to, actually no, he needed both, but he would have been able to play Biden, attack, and draw some cards. Now he's going to have to play Biden, attack with Raptor is my guess, draw one card. Although I would prefer him to play creatures. This looks like a Biden, however. Or a Master. My guess is Biden, yep. Just simply going to attack for one. Wow, called it. Urban Evolution. That's sweet. Definitely playing that here over like a Warleader's Helix or a second Anger of the Gods. Simply because the only way we're going to win this game is if we're ahead on lands. So we have to just kind of do our best to get ahead here. And that was exactly what we wanted. Just the full set of lands. We're going to untap with 7 in play next turn, which is going to give us the option to either Merciless Eviction or Warleader's Helix Anger of the Gods. I don't know. And that's mostly if he plays like a Jason, downticks it, but you know, lots of options. Merciless Eviction getting his 2 things is going to be huge here. Anger of the Gods got his 2 Judge Familiars. Urban Evolution is a 3 for 1. And Gatecreeper Vine is a 2 for 1. So like, hopefully we'll be able to value our way back into this game somehow. I'm not really sure. Like most people with Maze's End, because everything's coming into play tapped, play very cheap things like Fogs, like 1 mana things, so that they can activate Maze's End while keeping things up. But I think it's more, to me at least, wow, this Merciless Eviction is going to be super good. To me at least, it's more about playing super efficient spells. That way you have the time to play your other stuff. I'm not exactly sure which strategy is more correct, however. So this Biden has been a 3 for 1 so far for him. We're about to get a 4 for 1 actually on our end, because Gatecreeper Vine's going to come in and we're going to get another land. So this is going to be exile all enchantments. This is going to be pretty sweet here. I don't think a lot of people will actually play this card. Actually, I don't think any people will play this card. Sadly, the Dispel you put in your hand does not get around this. Although if he has Negate, it will. So we may have Negate right now, be worrying that we have Dispel. Alright. I do want to use this ability. Alright, so how many do we have left? We have Boros, Simic. Is that all we have left? Boros and Simic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. So there's one more we don't have 2 of. Selesnya. Alright, so I'm actually going to get the Simic Guildgate because it's less frequent that we draw that by ourselves. And I'm going to play the 7th gate. Yeah, so we are 3 turns away. Because next turn I play Maze's End. The turn after that I play a gate. And the turn after that I can win. So we are multiple turns away still at this point. Although it doesn't seem like we're going to lose that quickly with the Anger and a Warleader's Helix in hand. So we may just come back from this mull to 5 to get there. Not exactly sure, but boy is this game exciting. Alright, Frostbreaker, that's fine. Unfortunately, that isn't angerable. It is Helixable, however. Although we kind of want to save our Helixes for Jace's. I'm not exactly sure how many he plays. Another Thassa. Alright. It's fine. So now we really want to remove the Frostburn Weird. It is extremely important to remove the Weird at this point. Ooh, he has Dispel and we know it. Are we going to play around that at all? No, I don't think we can. I think we just have to let him Dispel. We have to just let him use it. And then hope to get a 2 or 3 for 1 on the Anger of Gods and pick something. Yeah. So we know he has the Dispel, that's fine. Let's get it out of his hand. And then we just have to draw a gas next turn, I guess. This has come a long way, though, for it not being much of a game in the beginning. He didn't really have a quick draw, although I'm not certain if he didn't have a quick draw or he just didn't play his things very quickly. I'm not exactly sure. Alright, so his Anger is actually going to be pretty good. So what can he do here? He can pump his Frostburn Weir twice. So obviously blocking the weird. That's just not very weird, you know? Like it's fairly normal to do that. He's going to pump it once, keeping Dispel up again. Jeez, that's gas. That was so much gas. Gonna obviously Pharika's Cure the Frostburn Weir because that can pump 2/4 to kill us. Oh no, not the spell. Oh! We had him. Because if we get the 8th gate this turn, next turn we play Izzet as the 9th and get the 10th and win. Ugh. GG's. Alright, so I think I'm going to run this one through one more, and so I'll see you for that.